The Corozal Free Zone remains a virtual ghost town several months after it was forced to discontinue operation near the northern border with Mexico. For years, the customs-free area generated millions of dollars in revenue from scores of Mexican shoppers who come across to purchase goods and services. COVID-19 has brought all commercial activity to an indefinite standstill.
COVID has caused an unprecedented, effect on humans and economic life. And this was evident of the fact of ANR, as you all the countries are aware, that closed its doors. ANR was one of the first pioneering companies that had opened in the Corozal Free Zone. And this just goes to say that when big companies like ANR are having difficulty, imagine the problems that the other companies are going to face. I think it's the beginning of what has happened, and there will be many more situations like this. I think the measures taken in place to contain the COVID-19 has led to triggering of this slowdown not slowdown, practically shutting down all economic activity in the Corozal Free Zone.
Anil Hochandani, vice chairman of the Corozal Free Zone, told News 5 earlier today that the situation is dire, as most employees have been sent home for an unspecified length of time.
It's a very sad situation in the sense for the employees that most of them have been laid off indefinitely, depending on what's going to be happening with the free zone. So when it comes to businesses, they have closed. Government has been setting up these boost packages and giving some relief to employees. It has been reaching some employees. A lot of them have been complaining that they didn't get it. We keep trying to assist them in getting it. But to answer your question, most of the employees are not, they have lost their jobs indefinitely.
While PM Barrow had initially okayed the importation of goods into the free zone for onward exportation, the lack of direct sales to persons entering the location has crippled businesses. According to Hochandani, it has also contributed to the dearth of foreign exchange in the country.
Prime Minister had allowed the free zone, the imports to come in and just go out, exported out of the free zone without having customer-to-customer contact to avoid the spread of the pandemic. But that also is getting challenged now because the banks cannot continue to take deposits because with the airport closed, they usually need the feds to come and transport the money out. So they have issues with that. So that also is starting to lead to other problems, So the outlook is very, very glim at the moment, unfortunately, for all businesses, most of the businesses operating in the Corozal Free Zone.
With losses amounting to millions of dollars since March, the next move is for business owners to seek permission from the Customs and Excise Department to allow for those items to be placed on the local market after all relevant taxes and duties have been paid.
Nobody expected the situation to get go this far. And we don't know how long it's going to be. Initially, we thought it would be a month and a half and things would come back to normal. But that doesn't seem to be the case. I think businesses are now at a point that they're going to approach the customs authorities to allow them to pay the relevant taxes and duties and to take the goods out into the custom territory where they can sell it. Because otherwise it is going to become dead stock. I know some of the small supermarkets and the little convenience stores that operate in the zone who deal mostly in perishables, they've been having problems because their goods are like literally dying on the shelf. So that's not the case with general merchandise. The general merchandise would probably approach the government now and the relevant authorities so that they are allowed to import it back into custom territory. So I think that should happen soon.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.